It's prime time. It's prime time. Talk TV. Talk TV. We're letting you know.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man PrimeTime, and you already know you're on PrimeTime Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video. And you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For prime time.
To this day.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? How about your boy GervontaDavis, man? Whoo! Through all the stuff he done went through this past week, not even in the inside of the ring, on the outside of the ring, I tell you, it's just amazing to finally be almost less than 24 hours away from a very, very detrimental and big fight for the beginning of 2023. I tell you what, it don't get no better than having GervontaDavis, one of the highest knockout ratio of a lightweight fighter in probably recent history. And I tell you what, it don't seem like he letting up after every one he's done dropped pretty much everyone except for your boy Isaac Cruz. And that was because he was one-handed in that fight and still beat Isaac Cruz decisively with one hand. So wow, I tell you what, this is definitely a fight that everyone's been looking forward to, him versus Hector Luis Garcia. Yeah, your boy Hector Luis Garcia, he upset at the boy Chris Colbert, Prime 718 or whatever his nickname is. Well, he might want to rebuild his moniker now, because I tell you what, Hector Luis Garcia knocked him down and basically beat him out of a fight. Upset, a lot of people called, because Chris Colbert was on the rise. He was making a lot of attention with his blue color hair and yada, yada, yada. Well, sorry to say, it looks like he's on a rebuild situation after running into Hector Luis Garcia. So with that being said, Hector Luis Garcia, runner-up for Fighter of the Year, won a belt off of a guy right after beating Chris Colbert. So, hey, he's now a champion looking to put an even bigger stamp on his legacy, and that's trying to dethrone GervontaDavis. A lot of people are saying that, hey, this could be some of the works of Leonard Ellaby and Mayweather behind the scenes, trying to mess Tank up because Tank didn't re-sign with him. It's so many rumors I've heard and I have seen. It is ridiculous, for real. Do you hear me? Ridiculous. People even speculated to say that the incident with his baby mom was paid $50,000 by Mayweather or Leonard Ellaby to mess him up before the fight because he didn't re-sign with them. Man, why are people so creative with all these theories? Why can't people be creative enough to just tell the truth? That's what you should be more creative of, to just tell the truth instead of making up all these things. People talk as if they are inside of the camp or something like that. You're not in the camp. You're not with their people. You're not connected. So anything you hear is a rumor, or it's just something made up by the fans that are feeling some kind of way. That's how it go. Side I take. But look, moving right along, I tell you what, the face-off was, it was memorable. Your boy Gervonta out there, he done grabbed Hector Luis' jacket. I know Hector like, what is this guy doing? What is this American doing? But he was just toying around with him, and it was comical. I enjoyed it. It's never a boring, face off with GervontaDavis. It never was. So that's not the thing. The thing is that what type of performance are we gonna be in for? What type of performance will GervontaDavis give the fans around the world that's been waiting and clamoring? Will he be able to put on his stellar performance as usual against a higher opponent, someone like a Hector Luis Garcia, even though he is moving up weight classes? He showed that he has the power. He has some little snap and a little hit and power to his punches. So, hey, don't down talk it. Don't undersell this fight, because any fight is a fight, period. Now, of course, it's not a name that we want to, actually see like a champion or something like that, which Hector Luis Garcia is a champion. But what I mean by is that a champion that everyone already know and loves, someone like a Devin Haney, someone like a Ryan Garcia, which he isn't a champion, but the former champion, you know what I mean. So with that being said, this fight right here is one of those fights that are in the unknown territory that we really don't know how it's going, because you got to remember, Mayweather is not going to be in his corner. Leonard Ellaby is not going to be in Gervonta Tank Davis' corner. And this is the first time Gervonta Tank Davis is putting on a fight by himself for himself. And then not only that, got a nice headline of fighters. Rashidi Ellis, Jerron Boots Ennis, got Lamont Peterson. Man, I mean a stacked card. A stacked card. One of the best undercards, I think, honestly, that Showtime has probably ever put on in recent times. For real, for real. Because everyone on this card has something to prove. Everyone on this card is going after the biggest and the brightest names in boxing. And Rashidi Ellis and Boots, it sounded like they was trying to build a little bit on them two fighting. Woo, that would be a banger. A banger of a fight, for real. And then you got Boots being asked who he want next, and you already know what he said. He said he want the top two. He want Errol Spence. He want Terrence Bud Crawford. And, brought up that, hey, your boy Errol Spence only got a little while before, the IBF make Jerron Boots Ennis a mandatory for him. Woo! Woo! Now that right there is a scorcher. For real. Jerron Boots Ennis versus Earl the True Spence. That's like Crawford versus Spence 2.0. For real, from the dough. I'm trying to tell you, I can't wait for that fight. That fight right there is going to be the one that everybody really wants to see. After Terrence Crawford and, Spence. Because if we're not going to get that fight, then Boots is the next best thing to Terrence Crawford, period. Now, of course, he hasn't fought as many former champions as we would want to be able to tell who is the best between him and Terrence Crawford. But honestly, I would love to see Terrence Crawford versus Jerron Boots Ennis, and the winner from that fight, Errol Spence. That's what I would say. That's what should be the legal part of it, the realistic part of it, Because think about it. Terrence Crawford only has one belt. How many belts does Errol Spence has? He has 1, 2, 3 belts. That's right, 3 belts. So how in the world are you going to say you're the number one welterweight in the world when you only got 1 belt to a man that got 3? It's not right. It's not realistic. I get it. Terrence Crawford want his just due. He want his respect. He want people to put respect on his name, his accomplishments. And I do that. You know what I mean? I do that because I know what type of champion he is. But he moved up to the welterweight division, and the only way to truly get the credit that you need as a true welterweight is to fight the number one welterweight in the division and not to hold it off anymore. And, a lot of people say that it's on Terrence Crawford and yada, yada, yada. But me personally, I just believe it's the powers that be. It's the people that finance these fights that have not yet said that it's not built up enough to where we want to finance it. And that's what I truly believe it is, honestly. I don't even think it has nothing to do with Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford fighting each other. Now, hey, it could, but I don't think so, because these guys are not afraid of no one. They always fight whoever they fight. They beat them up convincingly. So, hey, I'm not going to go into imagining that these guys are afraid of each other. So, it is what it is. But hey, I tell you what, this Gervonta Tank Davis fight, though, this weekend, I'm so stoked up for it. You know, a beautiful undercard and then a very, very serious main event, because Hector Luis Garcia, you can sleep on him you want to, but I tell you what, everybody that has slept on him went to sleep almost. Because, hey, they're not in the game no more. He put them out, you know, because they went in thinking he was, washed up underdog and yada, yada, yada. But he proved to all his opponents that you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm the threat. I'm the one you need to be worried about. So same thing goes with Gervonta Tank Davis. He needs to be worried about this guy, Hector Luis Garcia, for real, because he got something to prove. Every man that has something to prove is a man that you need to be worried about. So, hey, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a very, very good weekend of explosive fights. Showtime definitely putting on a big one. So, hey, with that being said, that's all I got for you in this video. You already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, PrimeTimeTalkTV.com, and copy you some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out. Till next time.
It's prime.